Hey all, welcome back to SLB Basement Bourbon Bar. My name is Kurt. As you can see on the bar top, tonight is an extremely special evening for SLB. I didn't get it, now come on, you know better than that. Trenton is at his game once again. Now, you think you gotta realize about Trenton, his job is on his laptop. So where his laptop goes, he can work. So, what was it, Trenton, a couple weeks ago? Week or two ago, for that particular week, he sat in the parking lot for about 16 accumulative hours working on his laptop, waiting for this miraculous truck to show up with a Pappy Van Winkle. Now, I understand this is Old Rip Van Winkle 10 year, but it is a part of the Pappy family. It's a wheated bourbon. It's the same mash bill, and it comes out of Buffalo Trace. He came down here with it, and I was just dumbfounded, you know. I think he told me, Trent, how many bottles they say came? Four bottles total. I believe you said it was two of the Old Rip 10 years and 2 of the 12-year Lot B. Is that right? And I apologize. You know, out of the group, Trenton is by far the more of the bourbon scholar than I am. So if I have a real particular question or whatever, he usually has the answers for it. He doesn't really know nothing about Scotch. Shh, I didn't say that out loud, but that's not his bag. But he's way into the bourbon, so forth. So he put in the time, he put in the effort, and as usual, he came out with one of the golden jewels. He did get it for retail at $150. So kudos to him. I can't be more thankful because, hey, we've got a member of the Pappy family sitting down here at SLB that we get a taste of. Before we get started, if you could please just take a moment and check out our brand new Patreon page. Trenton's worked really hard on that. You'll find it just below in the description, a link there. A lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool perks, a lot of neat things happening there. So if you have time, check it out. And thank you to those who have already helped us on that page. Big thank you to you. All right. Let's get to this, Trenton. I swear to you, man, I'm a little nervous. I said that with a Thomas Handy, but I'm severely nervous on this one. This is your bottle, but I guess I'm the one in front of the camera, so I'm gonna get a quick open here and see if we can't get this thing opened up. As you can see, we have not tried this at all. So this is a fresh bottle open. I'm a little bit nervous. So anyways, I've got our cool Norland glasses here, our fancy dancy glasses. Trenton's down here with me, Michelle's with me. My wife couldn't be here this evening. She's got some Christmas stuff going on she's got to be prepared for. I already asked her, but she said she wouldn't taste it anyways. I don't get it, but that's her thing. She won't do it. So she's not here with us. But I've got a Glencairn here also for Michelle. So we're going to give this thing a pour. And we're going to see, very first time for all of us to taste anything from the Pappy Van Winkle family. All right, here we go, Trenton. We're going to open this up for the first time. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to set this, gosh, I can already smell it. I swear to you, I can already smell it. I'm going to stop, okay. Just poured a little bit for each one. I promised Trenton I won't over pour like I did the Handy. That's yours, buddy. Miss Michelle, that will be yours. Let's see what we got here. All right. I mean, am I wrong? I haven't even taken the glass, as ever you folks can see. I haven't even taken the glass to my nose or anything, but there's an overwhelming nose already going on in the room. What's it smell like? I don't know. What's it smell like? I mean, just the overwhelming. It smells like you're walking through a rick house to me. I mean, before it even comes to my nose, it just feels like you're at the distillery and walking down the rick house. Very nice. I mean, yeah. It definitely has it all in there. All those great bourbon flavors.
Apple.
Not flavors, I apologize. All those great bourbon nose that you're looking for. Trenton sees you got a little apple in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Green apple. Was it green apple? You think? Or red apple?
I don't know.
And now that you said that, I can get a hint of the apple.
Yeah,
Sure.
I get honey as well.
Yeah, honey is good
Yeah.
for sure.
So,
Good little.
Like a little sweet tart almost.
yeah.
You guys are great.
Almost like a tart cherry or something.
Wow. Good stuff. All right, well, before we take a sip, this is 107 proof. I forgot to mention it earlier. So this is 107 proof, so it's got a little bit of proof to it. So let's see what we got. Okay. Kind of speechless here, honestly, because you know you always hear everything about Pappy and Pappy this, Pappy that. And honest to God, I swear on my life, I never really thought we'd have any form of a Pappy Van Winkle bottle on our bar top because they're just hard to find. If Trenton wasn't out there as much as he was, knowing this, you know, like we talked about previously, knowing, getting a relationship with the liquor store owner and all that stuff, and kind of have an idea when the trucks are coming in and putting the time in, sitting there, this wouldn't be here. But I don't think I've ever tasted more of a full flavored bourbon in my entire life. I don't know about what you two think, but this is loaded with flavors up and down. I mean, just loaded with flavors. I mean, I got some nutmeg and some caramel and some, I mean, I got some butterscotch on there. But I think more than anything on that first sip is just the abundance and the depth of flavor in this particular bourbon. And just to think, Trenton, this is the 10-year.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. We've never had any of the other ones, obviously. We never had the 15 or the 23. I've heard people say things about it. I've heard people say the 23 is overly oaked a little bit. I've heard the people say the 15 is like the sweet spot. Fantastic bourbon, but I don't know how it could get much better than this. I promise you, I don't know. The finish just goes on forever and ever. Amen. But I do get a little bread towards the end,
Yeah, like once it sits there.
When I took that first sip, I was just so kind of overwhelmed with the whole thing that I didn't really concentrate all the way through to the end. But I mean, right from the beginning, you get a little bit of spice, just a little bit, because your proof is 107 proof, but it drinks neat very easily. It does have a pretty creamy mouthfeel to it. Honestly, Trenton, I believe the viscosity was a little bit better on the Thomas Handy bottle. That's just my personal opinion. But I think it has a good mouthfeel to it. Maybe a medium viscosity, where I feel the Thomas Handy was a very high viscosity whiskey. But the flavors are so deep here. I mean, it just goes on forever. I'll take one more sip.
You get baking spices and honey.
Yeah. No doubt on the baking spices. That was part of my nutmeg thing. No doubt on the baking spices. Definitely some honey in there for sure. Just a beautiful, beautiful pour. Trenton, thanks for sharing it with me, man. That's just awesome. And the conversation I guess we could have is, you know, Trenton put in the work. We're very fortunate here that we have a couple actually local liquor stores that the owners are very good to their customers, and they sell certain bottles as close to retail as possible, or pretty close to retail. So he picked this up for $150. So Trenton, I guess the question is that we probably need to discuss for just a couple minutes here is, what is this bottle actually worth to you, or to Michelle, to you, or to me? On secondary, this sucker, I'm sure, I mean, Trenton's all up on this stuff, but I'm sure this thing could go for what, about $1,000, something like that. Yeah, so on secondary, I'm sure it would. Now, would I pay $1,000 for it? Well, I think you folks heard what my wife said last time. I paid $1,000 for a particular bottle, so no, I would never do that again. But what is this actually worth to you to have at home? Is it worth more than $150? I'll promise you, it is well worth $150. I mean, well worth $150. I know that's a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. I know that's a lot of money. But to have this drinking experience, you know, Trenton and I will be able to, and Michelle, we'll be able to share this bottle for quite some time. And so to me, to share that amongst us here, for a good period of time, a year or two, is well worth $150 to me. Now, it might not be to you, but past $150, what do you think it'd be worth to you? What would you pay for it now that you tested? Let me ask you a question. If you found this here somewhere else, some other time when this is gone, what would you pay for it, Trent?
I might go to. I wouldn't go past 300.
Yeah. Okay. To me, honestly, I'm with Trenton. I'd probably go somewhere between that 2 and 3 range. I really would. I'd probably pay. Honestly, I know I would, Trenton. If I saw it somewhere for $300, I can fuss around and play with words here for a while. But if I saw this bad boy for $300, I'd buy it because it's nowhere around. It's very elusive. You never see it. You never find it. Would I pay $1,000? No. Nothing's really worth $1,000. I've learned that lesson, of course, the hard way, and you can check my videos out on that, on some of my regret stuff. But this particular release is just absolutely fantastic, and just to think, Trenton, that's one of their lower level entry Pappy, on the Pappy family there. So I can only imagine what the 15-year is, and maybe one day we'll get to do that down here. Maybe one day we will. I'm sure actually we will, because Trenton, we got him. What can I say? Thanks for watching, man. We certainly appreciate it. I mean, I had a great time. Trenton, thank you for bringing this down here. Actually opening up any form of a Pappy Van Winkle down in this basement bourbon bar. It's just been a thrill. It's just been a thrill. So thank you again for watching. We love each and every one of you. As always, we're always going to say it because it's important to us down here. Please drink responsibly at all times. And then we'll see you next time, right down here with me in the good old basement bourbon bar. See you later.